Jarvis, my man, as always, I love sparring with you, but now we've got to shift gears into straight answers, no chasers. And this is going to be where I give a quick, no BS answer to a marketing and AI question. So let's dive in. You ready, Jarvis?
Always ready. Let's dive right in and tackle that question head on. What's the first one?
All right. It's time for straight answers, no chasers. We've got a listener question today, and the question is I've got a startup business and I need to start doing some marketing, but I need conversions. What do I do? Well, first off, conversions only happen if people trust you, period. If somebody lands on your website and they're interested in what you offer, but then they start wondering if you're a legit company, guess what? You have already lost that potential customer. So how do you build that trust? You need to start out by looking like a real credible business. So here's what you need in place at a minimum for that. You're going to need recent blog posts that show you know what you're talking about. You're also going to have one or two or maybe more active social media channels. You know, make sure that these social media channels also have recent posts so that people know you're still in the business and you're still active. Because that's how fast people validate you today. They check, and if you look dead online, they move on. So now let's talk a little bit about what content marketing actually looks like when you're just starting out. uh, Alex Hormozi, I believe is how you say his last name. He breaks this down really well into 5 phases, and here's how it works. Phase one is basically make something and post something. It's as simple as that. You just got to start somewhere. Phase two, post consistently, create a cadence, maybe once a week to start. Phase three, post on all platforms Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, 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 YouTube, anywhere your audience hangs out. Phase four, max out your posting. Go from posting once a day to posting as much as these platforms will let you without hurting engagement. What he means by that is, like long form video, you don't want to post 10 times a day. However, short form video, like on YouTube Shorts, you might want to post 3 to 5 times per day. Find out how much that particular platform could take and max it out. Phase five, capture and create. This is when you're going to start doing things like podcasts, interviews, or webinars. And you're going to really use this to create long form content that you can eventually chop up into smaller pieces for posts, blogs, and videos. So those are Alex's top 5 things that you should really do when you're starting out with content marketing. And I agree wholeheartedly. But all right, let me give you my take on his top 5. So for most small businesses, phase one and phase two are where you need to live for a while. You're going to have to get comfortable creating content and being visible. Once you've got that rhythm, phase three is probably when you might start thinking about hiring help because that's when it's going to become a full time job to keep up. You know, but here's the other thing too. Don't just rely on paid ads. I mean, I get it. Ads are tempting because they're fast. But here's the real truth, I guess. Some people are never going to click on your ad. You need organic content because it shows your personality, your brand, and it builds long-term trust. Remember earlier we talked about putting that emotion into your marketing and that AI, can use AI as a starting point, but it's not going to replace the human element, the the gratitude, the emotion, everything. It's just not going to. So let me tell you one more reason why I agree with Alex Hermosi's top 5 and why I think that content could actually be a better strategy than paid ads. If you do content right, your impressions per dollar will blow paid ads out of the water. I've seen it. For instance, like with Alex Hormozi, I think he's spending $70,000 a month on content. It's a huge amount, huge amount. But for that same price through paid ads, I think he said something his impressions were 2,000 times more and at a far cheaper price. So 2,000 times more. It would cost him far more with paid ads to gain the same amount of impressions as he's doing with his content. So, you know, to recap, I guess, you want to look credible when you're starting out. You want to start posting. Basically, anything is better than nothing. And then you really want to focus on being consistent. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Once you get through those two phases, maybe the third phase, and you take on somebody else you hire full time or outsource some stuff or whatever, then it's going to be their job to hone that message specifically to each social media platform. It's going to be their job to post more frequently. And, that's, I mean, after that, yeah, if you want to go all in, capture and create, do a podcast, bring on guests. And then all of a sudden you have like this endless amount of content to share. It just really needs to be edited. But I would say that's how you get started. And that's pretty much how you build a marketing foundation that actually works.